Morning, Lori. Back out here with the oh my goodness. I'm getting raspy already. I need to go grab me a bottle of water. Okay. Let's see. This morning I see a couple of things moving. BTTX was one that has been grinding up the past couple of days. We'll see what that one wants to do. All right. Okay. So we got BTTX up 21%. We have AUST up 22%. I don't know what SIMO is. It's a little bit higher priced. It's only up 9%. Let me go get some water. All right. Man, I feel like I'm about to die out here. What else we got? High floats. Pretty much everything in the negatives right now. Let's look through some of this news. NIO. NIO top financial news. What is it? JD.com and NIO are among 80 companies added to the SEC list for possible delisting. Okay. CCL, Carnival Corp units. No news on today, but it's down 2%. AMD. Good morning, Danielle. AMD, new AMD Ryzen 5000 C series processors bring leadership performance and all-day battery life to Chrome OS. So AMD is coming out with some new Ryzen chips. I was this computer that I have right now, I was gonna get a Ryzen chip, but at the time that I was trying to buy, I mean, there were literally almost none, or they were like way overpriced. So just went with Intel. It's been working pretty good, but whatever. Microsoft, let's see. Bill Gates takes swipe at Elon Musk over Twitter acquisition. He says he can actually make it worse. Whatever. Nothing big right there. ABB. Let's see. Stocks that hit 52-week lows. Pfizer. Market watch drug companies are making an accounting change after the SEC cracked down on Biogen. Uber maintains overweight. Adjust Uber Technologies price from 255 from 65. Right now it's at the 28s, 2806. Yeah, not too interested in Exxon Mobil, or not Exxon Mobil. It is Exxon. Yeah. Shopify still going down, down another 14%. closed yesterday at 485 and is now at the 413s, continuing down. Wayfair down 11%. SBSW coming on down. What's up, Daniel B? Billy. So we got a lot of stuff going down. We'll see if they continue down. In the low floats, we have AUST. Looks like it's got a lower float. BTTX under the $5, but it was moving up this morning. This one doesn't have much of a gap on SBFM. It looks like it's going to be opening up under the 200 as well. You know, these past couple of days, I've been taking some trades on some things that were already red, expecting them to come back up and come through. But since that hasn't been working, I'm just gonna avoid the red, because if they're not green, I'm just not gonna trade them. They're not having that resurgence that they were showing maybe a couple of weeks ago. So I'm gonna leave those alone until they show me green on the day. Tried to play those bottoms for the bounces, but what's up, SB? What's up, GD? But yeah, it just hasn't been working out. The last, maybe I took like what, 5 trades or something, and no resurgence. So no bounces. So I just wait for them to come green and then play off of those. Anyway. So yeah, 22% on AUST. I'm not gonna worry about SIMO. If you want to trade SIMO, it's $100. And then ICPT is $19. So I'll watch AUST, ICPT, and I see VRPX coming up as well. It's up 11%. I'll add that over here. Let's see if it has any kind of news. Verpax Pharmaceuticals enters a CRADA with the U.S. Army Institute of Surgical Research. I don't know about that. Let's see. It was at 196 yesterday. It's at 221. We'll watch it on VRPX. And this scan is set above $2. I just want to see them above $2 first, because under that $2, they've just been acting kind of wacky. So I want to see them stay above $2 and hold green on the day. VRPX does not have much volume, though. It's going to definitely have to step it up on that front. But yeah, let's take a little deeper look into these real quick and see what they're talking about. Okay, this is ICPT. Actually, let me make this a little bit smaller so I can still see what's going on back here. ICPT. Let's pull up their profile and see what they do. Based out of United States, New York. Intercept Pharmaceuticals, a biopharmaceutical company, focuses on the development and commercialization of therapeutics to treat progressive non-viral liver diseases in the United States, Europe, and Canada. The company markets Ocaliva, I don't know. A Farnes. Oh my gosh, they've been hitting me with these words this morning. Okay, whatever. So it's a biopharmaceutical company that works on different medications to treat liver diseases, basically. Let's go out here and look at the statistics. Got a float of 24.66 million, outstanding shares 30 million there. Let's see what kind of, if they got any other news earlier than what they got here. They're basically, it's an acquisition of this other company, Ocaliva or whatever. We'll see. All right, what's the next one? AUST. Okay, no profile. I think this one might have been a recent IPO as well, because there's no profile here. Looks like it was up at 28 bucks and came all the way down here to $4. Let's go and read a little bit here. So Austin Gold Corp, oh, this is a gold company, today announced the pricing of its initial public offering at $4 per share, but it was up at 28, so it was definitely overpriced. But now it's back down to $4. Yeah, so definitely took quite a move back down to that original public offering. Let's look at BTTX. BTTX. Better Therapeutics Inc. engages in developing software-based prescription digital therapeutics platform candidates for treating diabetes, heart disease, and other cardiometabolic conditions in the United States. So primary focus is type 2 diabetes. Okay. BTTX has been coming up a little bit. It closed yesterday at 217 up to the 255s. Working on their type 2 diabetes. So what's the next one? VRPX. This one's based out of United States as well. Another pharmaceutical. So pharmaceuticals kind of taking the day on the volume. Topical non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drug for chronic osteoarthritis of the knee. Okay, so they have a topical application that's their primary medication there. Okay. Let's go to their statistics. Yeah, they just got low flows. This one's got 7.16 million. So we'll see what gets green and stays green. And keep all of these on watch. Let me continue to look through here. Yep, that's about it on watch for right now. VRPX. Okay, got about 15 minutes to the bell. Watching these four stocks at the open. See what stays green, because a lot of times, man, these things go red and I'm like, okay, getting in here for the pushback up, it just does not happen, or it doesn't happen quick enough. Yesterday with the EHTH, I believe, it did push back up to like 1030, but it was like only 30 cents up from where I was in. So let me see. I think it was EHTH. Yeah. So I traded it in this dip where it was kind of holding here for a while. It dipped down, came back up to the 1060s, and now is just back to the 1040 or 1014s. Just could not make any quick movements off of that level going flat like that. But oh well, there's more opportunities out here. Oh, my uranium stocks did pop on back up. This LTBR popped back up to the 850s. I don't know if it'll hold there, but whatever. Whether it holds or not, my entry price was at that $8. So I was just trying to add a little bit lower. I wanted to go on down to $6 for another add, but it did not give me that and just popped back up yesterday for no reason. And then Uroy here, it was actually around this 350 level, and I was like, oh, okay, I don't know what it wants to do, but we'll see. All of them are following this URA though, popping back up here in my box. Came down, tested the bottom of the box, popped back in, but I want to see if it's going to find resistance, trying to get back over this or stay over this 24.15 there. So we'll see. Also, let's check out the SPY at the 425s there. I know it tore some people's pockets up yesterday, coming back up to the 430s again. So we'll see what it wants to do. Does it want to retest the 438s up there? Or does it want to go sideways today? Wait a minute. Uh, what? What time is this? This is a daily chart. The hour chart. All right, so we got my 5-minute, 15-minute, hour chart. Good to go. Go ahead and put these up on my 4-hour chart. ICPT. AUST. BTTX. And BRPX. Okay. INDO back up to 20 as well. Let me see what kind of volume INDO is getting. CYN coming on down to that $3. That was the one with the automated whatever systems or whatever that I was looking to come down into these ranges. So I still like it. Has a little bit of a top there at the 416s, but I'm gonna let that come on down. Veru, what did you end up doing? Veru had some pops up there to the 14s, found a nice little top there. Broke down these previous bottoms to the 870. So maybe there'll be a little bit of a trend, overall trend from this top. But I'm going to leave that to where it is for today and come back to those later. We got about 10 minutes to the bell. Let me also check out oil. Oil is back up to the 110s. Make this smaller. Okay. Oil back up to those 110s, holding that level and breaking out there. So that's why INDO is will be on my watch today to see what kind of action, because INDO has been going flat around that 20 for a while, but it just does not have a whole lot of volume right now. But if it continues to hold that 20, I think it can get back up if oil keeps acting up like this. Let's look at some of the news on oil as well. Press release, Advent Technologies announces date for earnings call. Stock futures slip as investors assess Fed comments. Natural gas edge higher ahead of EIA data. Pound dives after the Bank of England signals caution as it raises rates. Okay. Shell takes a $3.9 billion charge related to Russia exit. Okay, any other news that would be relevant today, though? Okay, whatever. We'll let it play. We'll let it play out. See BTT pulling on back there. Back to that 13%. So losing a little bit of gusto. It still got the most volume on the day. Twitter got a nice push from the 48s up to the 50s today. But I am done playing with Twitter, man. Twitter is not a game. It will take your soul because Elon can literally frown and it'll drop. Mm-hmm. 6 minutes to the bell. NDO getting some small pushes there. 1010. Less than 2 minutes, 30 seconds to the bell. Want to see what's going to hold green on the day and then attack those moves for some possible scalps, because I don't see any great news today, especially on the low float side. We have a bunch of biopharmaceuticals, but nothing nothing just earth shattering. What's up, One Life? So we got a couple of biopharmaceuticals up here, One Life, that are moving, but like I've been seeing the past couple days or whatever, you see these things dip off and you expect them to come back through, but they just never get that gusto afterwards. There are a couple of higher price movers that are up significantly, like Simo, SIMO. That's Silicon Motion Technology. They got their earnings release. I also see AUST isn't too good, but ICPT was another one with some news today. They got an acquisition of some company, Alclavia. Oh, I think I said it right that time. Alclavia, outside of the US, but a lot of indecision in the market. We see that the SPY is continuing to come down a little bit. So we'll see. Kind of had a little bit of a gap down, but the SPY has been so unpredictable when it comes to bounces. And it's when it does bounce, it's a huge, strong bounce. It's at the 424s right now. Previous consolidation level was around the 418, 420 level. So it's $4 away from their previous consolidation, which I can put another support line here. Okay. We got 10 seconds left to the open. We'll watch the SPY and then watch which one of these pops green here. Okay, we just got the open there. SPY not really moving aggressively downward yet. INDO getting a nice little move down there to the $20. Holding this $20 level, but it doesn't have a lot of volume here. So I'm wondering how that bounce is going to look. Oil still around that 110 area. $110.60 going up to $110.70s. INDO giving a nice little pullback. We see AUST throwing a wick up there and coming right back off of it. BTTX trying to hold green on the day as well. So a lot of red to green here. BTTX coming up to this flat top here of the 250. That may be a little bit of resistance for it right across this flat top. And I'll mark that on all of these charts. Oops. 250 level. ICPT going on red today. And like I said, the strategy today, staying away from some of these dip off and then they come back up. But I want to see them green on the day because the comeback has not been too good over these last couple of days. So let's see something hold up. BTTX. Previous high up here was the 240. So that may be a little bit of support down here for it. 240 level. Looks like that level was tested twice there on that 240. So we'll see if it can hold up. Let me also check the scans here. HUSA is also, well, HUSA is questionable. I don't know about HUSA. I'll put it up here though. And then CYN popped back up, but it's going to need some more volume there. AUST, INDO. There's one called USOI. Let me look at this one. What is it doing? USOI. Looks weird. Oh no. Trash. Okay. CYN going straight up there. This is one that I was looking at, but I wanted to come on down, man. Low volume there. Who's going to stay green on the day? BTTX holding right there at that 250. Probably going to find some pressure. AUST throwing wicks back up there again off this little gap up. Has a previous level here of the 570s. That looks like it found a lot of resistance right under this 575. So I'm going to call that resistance on it, 575-ish level. Okay. So right now we got a couple that are staying green. So we'll see if they can stay up here. If so, they are definitely looking tradable. AUST had a nice move down. The top of this previous candle on the hour chart is the 711. Cross this resistance here. This was a recent IPO. It was once at the $30 level. So we'll see what this pullback wants to look like. And can it stay green? That's the big question today. What's going to stay green? Top here is the 581. Everything else has faded off. Yeah, One Life, yeah. Exactly. Okay, coming on back down there. Keeping our eye out on all of these. Let's see what's the trend here on this one. Spotting a minor trend there. See how far this thing wants to pull back. Who wants to stay green on the day? VRPX threw a high up there of the 224s. AUST came up here to this top of the 565 and found some resistance there. 565. Got quite a bit to push down if it's going to push down. Okay, we're seeing VRPX throw some wicks up here again. Holding green, making a new high. Previous level was that 225 level for a little bit of resistance there. 225. Where's 225? 225. Making the high of day. Now what does it want to do? Trying to keep an eye on all of these. AUST going on down there, CYN down. So VRPX is becoming that one to watch. Throwing up a high there right over the pre-market highs of the 330s or the 230s there. Getting shoved all the way back down. So this is the question that I was asking. What wants to stay green on the day? We're going to wait and be patient. If there's no catalyst out, good catalyst, we got to be patient and wait to see where the sentiment of the people flows. So AUST going red. Woo! Look at AUST killing them. All right, so CYN is still green. VRPX, okay. Let me jump over here to the scans real quick. Appreciate that one life. Yeah, make sure you guys hit that like button. If you're not subscribed yet, you can consider subscribing, but you know, it's whatever you feel. VRPX, man, took a absolute dump. So we got two stocks that are still relatively green, and CYN is one of them. So it's low volume, but it's still green. And it's looking real sketchy here. Let me see where the top of this thing is. 415-ish level. Lori is calling out SONM. SONM. Sonum announces purchase orders totaling 9.5 million from the US something for next generation rugged phones. So US carrier for next generation rugged phones. 84 cents right now. Let me go to this thing. Yeah, it's up 30%. It's green on the day. So we got three that are trying to hold green on the day. AUST just does not look lovely. Sun and then CYN pushing on up there as well. Opened at the 320, so about a 40-cent rip up here unless it wants to continue. But up 13% on the day may be the one to play. High of this one was about the 370 level. Okay, everything's falling off. We see a bunch of red here. Let's check the SPY real quick. SPY tried to come back up there to the 425 level. Got pushed down a little bit. Has a bottom right now of the 423.31. Okay, looks like CYN wanted to get up to that 375 level, making new highs. Definitely staying green on the day. My goodness. Trying to get back up to $4. Boy. Previous consolidation was right here at the 392s up here. So we'll see if that becomes a little bit of resistance. Everything now back red on what we're watching. Okay. Twitter. Coming back down to that 75 level after making that high. Okay, we're seeing BTTX trying to pull back up green here as well. BTTX. Big indecision candle on that previous opening candle, 15-minute candle. Going back red. CYN coming up here to this 387, almost to that resistance, that midway of the previous consolidation. Just touched that 92 right there on the hour chart. Or nope, didn't. Well, that's $4. $4 is where I have it. I thought it was at the 92, but the body of this candle is the 88s. So we'll see if in this range becomes resistance from here, 88 up here to the top of this candle here. Somewhere in here, some shorts may attack. 394s, 96. Everything else has gone back red. Look at the overall market. Overall market over here, nice and colored, bleeding right there. So I know that maybe the money will come down here to the penny stocks if everything's bleeding out right now. But for right now, this one's just hovering in this range, looking for it to get pushed back under the body and then come back up for a possible retest later in the day. High of day was right at the $4 level. Still the only thing really holding up today though. Only 2 million shares traded on it. These candles, let's see, 300,000, 100,000, 7. So never did get that $1 million or a million shares traded on any of those candles. We'll see if it can come on back down. Okay, pushing on up to the $4, trying to get there. Did get 1 million shares traded on this 5-minute candle through the $4, through this whole little range here that I was looking for some shorts to attack in here, but looks like the shorts are getting a little bit of a squeeze through this level. Trying to hold that 4 there. Okay, let's see what else we got. Anything else creeping back up? Nothing. BTTX still struggling down there. SPY going back down to the 420s now. BTTX throwing up a wick up there. Not able to push through. Breaking on down there. So yeah, CYN going straight up to the moon for right now. Was not able to get stopped at this previous consolidation point. Just knocked that on out. Up to the 430s. So now this thing's got to make all new bottoms. Into a halt, looks like thought it was going into a halt, not exactly. Let's see why. Coming back into this level. We'll see how it holds in this level here. Nice little pullback there. BTTX continues to show a little bit of green. Still indecision though. Come green and then go down. On the hour chart, it has the body of this candle at the 250 level that is trying to hold up. So made the high of day, tested the trend. And let's see if it can consolidate above these lows of the 233. Still red on the day though. This thing's just holding around that 250 point. CYN slipping back up there. CYN, man, this thing has a lot of interest today. See BTTX trying to hold up as well. The bottom of this one is the 240s. The news wasn't crazy on it, and that's why the candles are so small. So it'll be a higher risk to take a trade on that one. Let me see what HDSN is doing over here. Edit HDSN. HDSN came down into this level. Maybe a little bit of grinder, but it is nice and green. I'm gonna go ahead and get this one off of the watch. AUST getting killed down there towards the $5. Okay, so now we're seeing a little bit of a trend here. It's kind of steep. BTTX trying to wake up on the day as well. One Life, you said 380 area, my area of interest. From my phone analysis, 380. Yeah, that's what I'm like, bro. That thing needs to get on back down, man. It needs to go ahead and dump. I don't know about 380. I think it can come down lower than 380 and retest that 350 above this previous consolidation. Okay, BTTX continues to play here, giving wicks both ways. Let me see what oil is doing. Oil is still at that 110 level. INDO dipped down here to the 1941 and then popped back up. SPY still floating right above the 421 level. BTTX, another test up here to the top. CYN needs to fall back down. So BTTX is looking like the one that's gonna give us some type of validation here. So it's getting a nice test at the trend, right under the trend. Okay. Very choppy. Right at the trend. With the way it's trading, let me make sure. Let me see if it has anything crazy on it. BTTX. No shelf registration. Getting up there to the highs. Almost got to the highs. 263. So holding green on the day as well. All right. So we see INDO exploding up there to the 21. So now we're identifying what wants to be green on the day for scalps. Because that's pretty much what this market is. You got to scalp this because they're already moving up. Made a new high of day. Let's see if it falls back within this range between the 250 and the 235. Support down here at the bottom. Wow. INDO not playing any games. What's up, Lightning Rick? Yeah, INDO definitely moving up through there. Oil isn't even moving that drastically, but INDO is doing this little thing. CYN back down to the 397s. I think it can get back down to this 350 level to be honest. Come on, BTTX. Let him fall. What is HDSN? Okay, this is based out of the United States, New Jersey. Hudson Technologies, a refrigerant services company, provides solutions to recurring problems within the refrigeration industry, primarily in the United States. Okay, refrigerators. Refrigerators. CYN getting on back down there. BTTX, almost to the pre-market highs here, the 271, but the way it's struggling to get up there to the 70s, probably has a few people worried. We'll see how it holds this previous trend line. Can it start to hold out this trend line and just hold this 260 level? Hustle going back red on the day. INDO slowing down now. Got a million shares traded on it though. HDSN, the refrigerant company, headed on up as well. Looking like it wants to break highs here at the 890s. Oil at 111 and climbing. Yeah, it's getting on up there. INDO giving us a little bit of a dip. Where you want to dip to, INDO? Oil is coming on back down now, so we should see it we should see that act out here on INDO as well. BTTX. It did have BTTX did have a double top here at the 268. Double top. See how it holds out of that let me see. Out of this previous trend. HDSN with a small breakout from the 87 up to the 93. Not impressive at all. ICPT, I'm going to take that one off of the watch. Focusing on things that are trying to, oh wow, SPY broke down 420 level for a little bit. Hustle, again, trying to see things that are holding green on the day. Yeah, the SPY is Lightning Rick says Biden wants to buy 60 million barrels. 60 million barrels on there. Interesting. See INDO with quite a bit of a pullback. Yeah, oil is breaking down the 110.70s. See if it gets down around that 110.50 level. Okay, BTTX right on this previous trend. Let's see if we can go ahead and break it down. CYN down to the 380s. I think it can come on down to that 350 level. Greece, Cyprus, and Malta question EU Russian oil ban. Well, you know, doesn't really matter if y'all are questioning it. It all is happening. BTTX holding this previous trend of the 250s. Looking like it wants to go ahead and knock through it. We'll see if it gives a small break and then dumps. Looks like it wants to, and then has the top of the pre-market of the 271. Put that as a little bit of resistance up there. $71 hitting it. Hitting that 71. Let's see, are the shorts there at the top? Okay. Is it going to show us red here? So that was the first try. Made a new high there of the 274-ish level. Let's keep our eye on this one as well. CYN, BTT. Oh boy. HDSN did have a little bit more of an explosion out there, 20 cents. INDO. Ooh, oil took quite a bit of a dip from the 1050. It's down to 1019s. Ooh, definitely got a little touch there. Wow. Hustle coming on down on that oil reaction as well. Wow. Oil looking like it wants to break down the 110 with this momentum. BTTX did throw out the high there. Think it's going to definitely spook some people out. Coming back and breaking this 250 level. CYN back up to $4 there. Still not quite sold on CYN, but it's definitely interesting. See if we can identify another trend on it. INDO, are you coming back up? Nope, we broke the 110, so INDO should continue down. Let's go look at the SPY real quick. SPY cracking, wow. Well, SPY is getting under the 418s there, building momentum. Previous consolidation was at the 417, so we should see some type of bounce there at the 417s. Way too much consolidation across this level for it to just go straight through it. We are breaking down the 109.50s on the on oil. Lost about $2 very quickly. Oh man, BTTX. So it did hold that previous trend, and now we're getting a new high of day here. Can you hold the 250 level is the question. 25 cents away from it. A lot of short pressure. Well, I let this candle finish and then we'll be able to better identify where this where all this short pressure is. All right, CYN got up there and touched the 4. Looks like it still wants to get on back down. 350 is what I'm predicting. So top movers on today, CYN and BTTX. BTTX breaking for another high to the 282 there. Continuing to push up. Where is your next level of resistance? Don't really, can't identify it right now. But what we can identify is this uptrend. So right now the trend is down here at the $2. It's 80 cents off the trend there. CYN popping back up to the 4 again. Finding a little bit of resistance there. INDO, are we recovering yet? Not really. Still at the 10. Well, we're about to break down the 109s, looks like. Yep. Looks like we're about to break down the 109s. We are red on the day on oil. Or no. We're not red on the day. We're red on the 4-hour chart. To be red on the day, we will need to break down the 107.68. So, yeah. Okay, making another high here. See if we can find another trend set up. Can it hold the previous trend? Nice and green on the day though. CYN, we have a little bit of a secondary trend as well on this one, on the 5-minute. See how it acts against that. Oh, well, actually, it might make new highs. Let's see. CYN coming back up to the 409s. Finding a little bit of resistance there. Okay, BTTX not really following any type of rules or whatever. It's just breaking new highs, going straight up, almost to the $3. The breakouts are, let's see, from the 88 up to the 94. So not a huge breakout. It looks big on the chart though. Okay. INDO. Are we finally recovering a little bit here? Can we get back green on oil on the 4-hour chart? Still headed down. Donnell, you said you got about 10 cents out of BTTX. Probably will go to 4. Hmm, we shall see. Yep, 95s. Oh boy, everybody's expecting 4, so that means the shorts will attack up here. I mean, not 4. They're expecting $3 break. So let's see if the shorts attack there at that whole dollar resistance. 295s. And I'll use this previous trend line to as an out if I do get into this one if it comes down. Because it shouldn't be breaking back down that trend line. Should find support there. CYN coming on down to the 395s. HDSN, the refrigerator company, still trying to push up more and more. INDO back up to 21. We are getting a little bit of recovery on oil. That's probably why. Still has lost a whole lot of volume down here on INDO. Yeah, Lori, you had called it out way back. You're like, hey, look at BTTX. It's like, yep. It's definitely holding those levels, man. Working its little way out of there. Um, yum, 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 yum. Not want to take any breaks yet. INDO 109.50 breaking. Trying to get back up to that 110. We are back green on the 4-hour chart. 109.60 is looking like it might be a little bit of resistance. Let's see if we can pop through those 60s. It popped through the 60s. I don't know why it's trying to head down, but couldn't hold those 60s. Coming back down, will it crack the 50s back down? And this is what I'm looking at, by the way. This chart here, 4-hour chart, has given back quite a bit from the 111 down to the 109s. CYN. BTTX. Where's that dump, man? Where's that big dump? Let's look at the volume story. Volume was getting a million shares, million some odd shares traded. Took how many candles to get up here? But came down 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40 minutes to get up here. INDO. We did get a breakdown of that 109.50 INDO reacting to that movement. CYN trying to hold up this 380 level. Okay. Move from the 894 up to the 921. About a 30-cent move on HDSN. Okay, BTTX finally dumping. Let's see how far it wants to go. Took it forever to start coming down. Let's go ahead and identify a trend on this 5-minute and see if it's a true trend on the higher frames. Looking for this 388 to start becoming resistance for this thing. Let's go ahead and break down. SPY back under and holding under the 420s. Got a low here of the 417. So it did touch that previous area of consolidation. Wonder, will it bounce? Lord, did you end up swinging BTTX over the last couple of days? Left coming down. All right. Okay, we see CYN trying to get back over this 4. Trying hard. Finding some resistance in here. You didn't, but you traded BWV on Tuesday, and I want to trade tomorrow after lunch. BWV. Had a bottom down there, the 342s. Oh, okay. Got you. Miss. Have we cracked down on oil yet? Nope. Oil is rebounding yet again. But if there's no volume over here, it's over with. It's lost all of its life. Seeing some shares getting kind of churned in here. 100, 200, 300 shares. No big sizes. So may just all be up. There's some 9,000s in there. Just came through. 30,000 sale order just went through. Let's see how hard they hit it. That was a big old sell order. Can they fulfill? Can they buy up 30,000 shares up here? Is the question. If it continues to move higher, then yeah, they bought all 30,000 shares there. There's some little shorts trying to get in there with the big dogs, taking very small positions. But I think they're all right here. I mean, this is a pretty safe short position unless something crazy happens on BTTX and continues higher. But they should get at least a little bit of a pull down. BWV. What was the news on BWV? Donnell says retailers long may trap shorts in on BTTX. I don't know, man. I don't know. These retail traders, let's see. Do we see any big shares coming through at this the break of this trend? No big shares yet. Yeah, this looks like a long trap. Right at the trend, trying to form this kind of like it's going up. Yeah, that looks like a long trap. Where are those sizes coming through there? Where are those the big sellers? We need to see like 30,000 shares here, like earlier. 8,000. What are 10,000s? Okay. Yeah, that's a chop factory right there. CYN getting back up there, coming to the highs. So it did find a little bottom right above that 380 mark, but we'll see if it can hold that. Lost a lot of volume coming down here trying to compete with BTTX. Has a flat top right here at the 288s that is forming for resistance right across the top here on the 5-minute. AINDO. Let me see where oil is doing here. Oil back up to the 109 something. Does oil, I mean, it's holding well. But just not well enough. Okay, the SPY right at that 418, bouncing between the fours, breaking the 418 and 417. INDO should be coming up here soon. Let's see, what's this area of 2032? Yeah, I'm not gonna touch that on that volume. BTT coming up here to $3. So again, CYN losing out to BTT on the volume. What's up? What's up, Ben in the house? BTT hitting this top here. Resistance at 297. I'm gonna let that pull back. Very small breakout. 296 up to the 298. 2-cent breakout there. Two 92s coming down. holding that 288 level, holding above this previous indecision. So we'll see, can it get pushed back down to this indecision and hold at 282? And then CYN pulling back up there quite a bit to this trend. Couple million shares still getting traded on this thing. We want to see the action at the 282. Okay, so I'm seeing some bigger orders. Just saw one that was almost 10,000. It was 7,000. 7,000 again. They're getting in short here, looks like. Let's see if all those 7,000s can get bought up here. Where are the larger orders? All right, falling under the 90s. Let's see if it can hold under the 90s and get back to that 82. CYN coming on down as well. Now we can identify this as a trend here. At first, it was way too steep to kind of see it. We're seeing CYN there. Previous low was the 383. The bodies of these candles were at the 392. So we'll see if they can push it through those. BTT continuing to hold up here. Yeah, it's getting more. The more time that it takes up here, the more time people have to see it to attack it. Or to attack it to the short side, I mean. So that was a new high of day again. This trend line is irrelevant now. We got this main one. Oh, the SPY down to 416. I didn't even see it crack this much. Gee whiz. 416. So where is the bottom on the SPY going to be today? Previous level that I had marked was a 4. Looking questionable. I think it's going to be rebounding here in a little bit. It's definitely in this range of consolidation that it was in before. Still red on the day though. No reason to risk it all on that. Oil still coming down to the 109s. No kind of strong presence there in oil. BTTX taking a little dive through that 82 level. Okay. Getting a little crack down to this previous trend. If it breaks into this previous trend, it's probably going to be on the backside of its move. CYN though, it's looking better and better. We'll see what it wants to do. It came up here and cracked the trend. So we'll call that a new trend set up on the 5-minute. Right across there. And this one is irrelevant. So we got our two trends we're watching. 410. Yeah, Ben. Yeah, markets are definitely not looking great today. Look at this. Look at this right here. Look how red this is. Like, where is the green? Where? Hide and seek, man. Hide and seek. Let's see. CYN did fell off those levels there. Broke through both of our trends there. Not looking so hot. Looking for it to come back down to maybe the 350s would be great. Okay, oil just broke down the 108s. We breaking down the 108.50s now, 108.25s, back up to the 108.50s. So we're breaking down dollars on oil. INDO back down 1990 there, reacting to that movement on oil coming on down. So not great. All of my this one, what was this? This was up to 850. This one lost $1 on LTBR. Lost a little bit right there, but that's okay. At least it's holding. It's holding pretty well during this time of dumping, you know. All right. CYN is playing around too much. BTTX coming down to the previous, but after this extension, I'm not going to play with these extensions anymore. Need to buy the dip. The NQ looks to be coming back through the 13,000 mark here. We got the bottom of the 13,000 that it got a little bit of a bounce off of, but came back down, bounced up here to the 13,537 and is floating right above the fall off point. So getting some nice selling pressure there. Let's look on the 4-hour chart. Oh my goodness, look at the 4-hour chart. That's the last 4 hours right there. Just a nice little tumble. And then this is the daily chart here. Let me move this down. There we go. Yeah, this is the daily chart here. Floating right on that level. Not looking friendly there. Yeah, so definitely a wild ride today. I did not trade anything. I'm just holding my little uranium and letting it play because today was a absolute massacre. I mean, there was some penny stocks going, but these are like previous. These are just continuation stocks. This wasn't any kind of catalyst today. So BTTX finding a nice little top up there at the 288s, and things not looking great. All the volume has pretty much fallen off of this one on CYN. right, so Ben is going live today. He said he'll be going live in 20 minutes. So that's great. We'll see if he finds something to trade later on in the day. Cause right now, man, things have hit their top. Pump up the volume. Testing, testing, 1, 2, testing, testing, 1, 2, testing, testing, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that better? Better or worse? Testing, testing, testing. 1, 2. Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 25. Marshmallows. Cereal. Nice. Okay. All right. Dang. Maybe he has a weak signal in Africa. Maybe so. You never know, man. But I'll do my best to adjust things here on my end to make it work. Okay, CYN is coming up here. I might take a little nibble on it just to see, like Donnell says, it takes a little nibble on this breakout since it is holding these levels. Let's see, the high is the 426. Trying to get out of this original trend there. Do I want to buy the original breakout or do I want to buy, sell, and then buy back in on a dip? I'm gonna go ahead and take some here for the original breakout. Okay, so I got in 30 shares looking for this original breakout. I'll take some profits up here and then sell for another entry. Looking for that break. Got resistance up here at the 434s. Giving it some time above these levels. Risk right now is down to the 390s. I'll jump out of these shares if it just absolutely dumps. 390. Looking for it to at least challenge this 425 level if it can. Looking to take profits up here at the 40s, I guess, would be a good place. Bottom of this 15-minute candle is the 405. So I could use $4 as a backstop here. That would only be a 19-cent loss. Which I think I'm going to end up doing. Got my stop ready to go there at the $4. Looking for a break here on those 30 shares. BTTX still doing its thing. INDO going on down. Okay, so yeah, this is the one. Let's see if we can get that break. 20 cents away from my stop out. I'm gonna sell the high of this candle and then just get back in on the dip. Looking for those 25s to come through. Coming back down. $4 is my stop out, hard stop. Be a 19-cent loss on those 30 shares if it can't do it. Okay, BTTX holding out as well. Had this high of day. Can we identify any type of trend here? Trend line. Man, these trends are getting steeper and steeper. Oh boy. Trying to focus, wanted to focus in on the ones that were holding green on the day to day. Because they seem to be the ones getting the action. But right now, again, this extension is just unacceptable. I can't put money into it because it may dive at any moment. Okay. We'll see if we can identify a trend. I just don't like any of this, the way that it's set up here. I need to keep an eye on CYN too, just in case it wants to start trying to actually break in here. Can it get that lift off of this trend line? It's holding okay. Got a $4 backstop. It does not want to hold, looks like. Give it some more time. Be a how much of a loss will this be? 19 cents on 30 shares. What in the world? Oh, not that much of a loss, I don't think. $5 loss if it doesn't want to go. BTTX again checking down. I just don't like this setup. HDSN coming up here. I see it pull back up quite a bit on this. Let me flip over and see if I can give it a play back over the 9s. High is an 896. I'll take a small little share size to see if it can continue to push up here. 95s, can we see something over the 95s, like 96, 97s? CYN dropping down. Very low volume here. Don't know if I want to play that game. Let's see what we got. Yeah, HD. I may give it a small play on the 9 here. Go ahead and get in there at the 9, just adding a small, I mean, a nibble, like, because I don't trust it. Yeah. Okay. We'll see how that plays out. Backstop would be the 875, 25 cents there. 875 backstop. Yeah, 875 sell. 874. Very small risk there. All right, so we'll use it as a backstop. Small risk there, right there at the bottom of the hour candle if it wants to crack down on me. 410, this one is looking a little weak there. Oh boy, somebody's shooting outside. That can't be gunshots. They ain't nobody shooting that many times. Well, it's gone now. Okay, so it's pulling back up there. We'll see if it manages to hold up the 415s there. Wondering, should I add to the position at the 415 if it starts getting back up there? The 15-minute chart does not look great. Eating back into this previous candle. And this one's having trouble holding that 9 up. Opening a little bit higher. So I could buy at the 9 and see if it'll hold the 9 here. So buying that little dip. And my bottom, my out will be the 880 here. 880 for those 15 shares. So got my backstop in. Risk on this one, 9 down to the 880, 20 cents on 15 shares. Low risk trade. But since it is green, I'm giving it a chance to hold on to those 9s. BTTX looking like it's trying to power back up. CYN holding right on this level of the trend. Breaks down 4. It's over with. 9 cents away. Holding up that 96. Can we see the 96 is kind of pump in there? 96 is right there. I'm going to add to this position one more time. Looking for it to hold those 9s. I like the way it's just staying right there. So 20 shares in there. Looking for it to get on up. 20. My out is the 80. 880. $8.99. My entry price is the $8.98 for 20 shares. CYN pulling back up there. Should I add to this position? It's got this low of the 402s. Could add. We'll see what it wants to do here. Can we go back and retest those highs and start holding over the 410s on the bid? Getting stopped out of HDSN looking like. Coming on down quite quickly. It's going to have to hold the... Are you going to stop me out or are you going to get the 90s back up there? Stop me out. Small loss there. CYN. Gave it 30 shares to play with. BTTX tried to get back out. Getting crushed back down to this 275-ish level. INDO. Continue down. Oh, SPY is down to 415 there. Oh my goodness. CYN is going to end up getting me out if it continues to play like this at the 4. But that is okay. That's a 5. It'll be a $5 loss. Jumping back up there. Can you hold those 410s on the bid? If I see 410s on the bid, I'll probably end up adding to this. But I'm going to have to see that 410. I see it breaking away from the 410s and the ask is under the 410s. So not looking too hot there. Yep, ask is down to the 405s. This thing is going to end up dumping if it can't get over that 410 level. All right, back up here to BTTX coming on down. So we did get our secondary trend here. Coming on down to the original trend, 260. Got stopped out of my CYN trade there. $4 breakdown. Come on. Come on. Come on. All right. Well, that's all that I saw for today. I took some very, you said you're getting long at 280 on BTTX. Yeah. I wanted to see it kind of certify that it can stay up. I mean, it's so extended. I gave it a shot. Glad I got out of this one. Gee whiz. Down to the 840s. CYN, son. ICPT. Is that one that went red? Went red, but making its way back up on ICPT on the hour chart. Bottom of this hour is the 17. What was the float on this one? ICPT. $24 million. High of day was a 1950. But the volume, though, is absolutely dead. Yeah. Okay, CYN popping back off that $4. We'll see if it can re-challenge this upward trend here. If not, it'll probably be over with. Let me go ahead and draw this next trend here. Looking like it's ready to crack down. 393s, yeah. It's looking real sick. Remove that guy. BTTX. And if I were to trade this one, it would be breaking my rules on the whole green on the day thing. Yeah, Donnell, that thing, man. These bad boys, when they start cracking, it's over. DGI 1000, negative 1000. Oh my goodness. Let me go look at this stuff. Let's see. NQ. CTOS. NQ. I mean, the NQ is literally has its nose on the ground right now. I mean, it's so close to breaking. Like, nose to the ground. It has $50 to go ahead and break on down. Don't know where it's going to break down to, but definitely not looking great. Hustle made its way on down, cracking on down. INDO going down as well. Anything else up here on the scans? Twitter. So we saw everything pretty much play out today. No real catalyst, so we just made sure that we kept our sizes low and cut our losses. I think in total I lost $10 today on those small trades. I mean, risking very. I risked $5 per trade on there, so keeping it small. And plus my uranium stocks kind of came down as well. They lost $1 over here and 20 cents on Uroy. So that's the other part that you see for today. But it's whatever. Everything's dumping, so I think up CYN is coming back up to the 4, but it needs to start holding the 407 to find interest again. 15 minutes. Got a trend here. Hour chart. Even larger trend. But I think it's gonna need time to just kind of sort itself out around this $4. Actually, let me go back and look at this one as well. What was it? HDSN. I wonder, could it give a bounce back up off of these lows here? Came into this consolidation range, could test up 20 cents there, but that hour chart It's come down to about the 50%, 850. Where's this previous consolidation? Maybe interesting. So let me see some type of trend here. So it has gapped away from the trend line. If this is the high of day and our trend goes through here, has about 40 cents there gapped away from the trend and pushing to these lows of the 831. Giving back quite a bit of itself. Took it 5 or 15, 30, about an hour to get up there, and then one 15-minute candle to come down. Very quick in comparison to how fast it got up there. So I'm gonna look for an 850 bounce here. Is what I'm gonna look for. Bounce back up to, but that's only like a 10 cent. It may go back up 10 cents. I don't think that risk is worth it. Yeah, I'm gonna leave that one alone. Spot down to the 414 and continuing down. We thought it was bottoming out. It gave a couple of little fakes, probably to mess with the psychology of anybody that was in this thing on some longs. They're like, oh boy, it's turning around here. Oh boy, it's turning around here. Oh boy, it's turning around here. And now it's gonna actually turn around way down here, where it allows those professional traders to get on this low. Playing with those emotions, man. Emotional damage. BTX. Let's see what you're trying to do here. Low trend line on BTX. New trend setup. 273. Okay. I take a little bit, just a little bit, and use this 264 as an out. So I got it a little bit there and use the 264 as an out, maybe like 10 cents. So I'm in 15 shares there using this 66 as an out. Giving it some time to figure out what it wants to do here. We also have CYN. Oh, it came up and touched the trend. 70s. Can we see those 75s come back up here? 69. Gave it another try for this breakdown. The bottom of this is the 266. I'll be watching, seeing if people want to buy around this level. Took a little bit at the 274. Looking for a retest of this trend. Tested the high, tested it again, but now looking for consolidation and a retest of that trend. CYN, I keep seeing this $4 here in this consolidation, but the volume is dead on it. So we're going to stick to where the volume is here and see if we can see the 70s start to hold on the 15-minute. It's tried to go down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. 70s popping back up there. Daniel B, you said looks like retarded streaming less and less. He said he was going live in 20 minutes. Popping back up. Can we get those 70s back up there? '70s. Can we get them on the bid though? Closing this candle in about 40 or 50 seconds. Looking for a retest of this high right here is a 277. $272s. Can we see the 275s up there? 10 seconds on this candle. Okay. Looking for those 72, 73s. Yep. Can we see it? Can we see it break out of this level or not? Low of this previous candle will become my out at the 65s. If we can't see those 71, 72s come in quickly. Break back over the 70, I may add. Okay, no add, about to get stopped out. Holding there, so yeah, definitely a break over the 70. Adding up here. Bringing my low here, 265, 265, 264. Is that where I'm at right now? 264 there. Looking for it to hold up these levels. '70s again. Can we add again? Adding one more time there. 60 shares in. Looking for a test of the trend. Can we get a little bit of a short push? We've seen the shorts. Oh, wow. That was a pop right there. I'm going to use this as my bottom 265. 264 level. Popping up to that indecision. My stop is in there. Want to see them start getting pushed over this 280 level. The trend up here is the 282. See what it feels like doing up there. Now look to move my stop up here. Okay. Let's see what you got, buddy. Also, CYN is up at 4, but it's not looking as good, and it's lost its volume. So we'll see if FOMO buying comes in here above this level of the 280s. I hear you. I shouldn't be trading long in a declining market. Well, I mean, I am sizing down though. So it's not like I'm risking my life, you know. I'm just giving it a little chance to come up here and see if it can break. 280s. My risk on this trade is my entry was a 272. My out is a 264. So let's see. 272 minus 264 be 8 cents on 60 shares. So 60 times 8, $4.80. $4.80, bro. I'm gonna let it ride. If I can risk that much and then get it to come up here and start to test these highs, I'm okay. I'm okay with that. $4.80 of risk. So we got our old trend. We'll see if this thing can start holding over the 280s. Target 290 right now. Looking for those imbalances to push it up over those 280s. Can we see green again here? Very, very brief green. Hmm. $278. Not quite that 280 yet. A lot of red on the tape. Can we see this battle continue? And we see the buyers win. We got this trend up here at the 280, 282 right now. It continues to slow down here. Who's going to get blown up, the shorts or the longs? Let's look at CYN still holding over here. Oh my goodness, CYN popping up there to 4 there very quickly. Holding over that first trend, looking like it wants to try to bless up. See if it'll pull back hard and heavy. 410 has a top on the hour chart. It doesn't look too great though. I mean, that little pump up right there. 420 is coming back up here. It's a little dangerous. I like it. I'm gonna give it a small play here. Give it a small play, and we'll risk that $4. Yeah. $4 is my risk on this one. 396. $3.99 for I don't know how many shares. Looks like BTTX. Can you start breaking over the body of this previous candle? 283s would be wonderful. 273 is the original position. I don't know why I'm not seeing my calculations here on this 393. I don't know how many shares I got. 30 shares. Okay, 30 shares. Break down to the 4 again. 399. 399 for 30 shares is my stop on this one again. Sell. All right, so got my stop for the break of the 4. Well, that's a little close. Let's save 390. 390. There we go. So I'll let that play. This one, can you go ahead and attack upward? Can you get sporadic over that 285 level? Yeah, I'm not seeing this thing update my prices, so I may need to shut down and come back up real quick because it's tripping. 279 is looking like the spot I need to be out if this thing can't push. Can they go ahead and attack those highs real quick? 279. Not gonna move just yet though. Bottom of this candle, 393, 390. Let's see, what is the ICPT, man, that thing came all the way back up to its open, but now it's getting super, super weak. ICPT. All the way back up here from the 17s. I don't want to mess with that. That's a little sketchy. HDSN came all the way down here. I wonder on this low, pop back up to the 850s. I don't know. BTTX becoming a grinder. And since it is becoming a grinder, I'm going to limit my risk here and go up to the 275. That's going to be a little close. Let's do 270. I'll do. And that'll limit my risk a little bit there. $270. Okay, so I got my stop outs, moving it on up that candle. Trying to see what those 80s want to do. Does this thing want to get crazy and sporadic and just start throwing wicks upward? At this point, my risk on this one would be 2 cents on 60 shares. CYN, holding those levels up there just a little bit. This risk got in at the 419. Okay, and it seems to be holding up there just a little bit. Want to see it retest those 425s today. That'll be great. But holding up this previous trend line of the 405s, I'll continue watching it. Anyway, back over here to this other one. We see the 278s got tested. I'll continue to move it up with this thing as long as it wants to move up. CYN. Previous level is the 390s for that low. Been down there twice. I'm looking for it to hold up. If BTTX can hold up, the 275 will become my out. Looking to see if it can hold up that 275. And then this other one, CYN, also looking questionable here. But I may stay on the same size. I could add a little bit to this one, but I really don't know if I want to because of the volume story on it. Yeah, I think I'm gonna leave CYN at that size that I have on it right now. This one trying to duck back down a little bit, looking for those 80s to start to hold. We do have a new trend here. So we'll see if that can hold up. $0.05 away from me. Trying to get a pull up there to the 80s. Can it do it? Show me what you got at the 80s, buddy. The hour chart continues to look questionable. It is an indecision in the same level, 280s. So can we get buyers to come in there at that 280? This point, let's see, the low of this candle is a 275, which I said I was going to move up to if we get a break out of this next trend. 275 will become the next level. CYN getting on off of those levels as well. Bottom of this candle is the low of the 406. So let me see, my entry was 419. So yeah, I'll use that 406 as an out if it doesn't want to act right. And that'll be what, a nice little maybe 10-cent drop or something like that. I may let this 15-minute candle close though. I want to see where it wants to go before I start trying to mess with it. BTTX coming back up to this previous trend, trying to break it, having some troubles there at the 80s. $422s getting up there, trying to break the previous candle's high was the 425 there. So we'll see if it can get through that 425, and I look to move my stop up. Getting a breakdown on BTTX. I'm gonna move to the 275 right now. 275, 274. Give it 274. Trying to see which one of these bad boys wants to play ball. Need to see those 80s though. Can't see the 80s there. I think I may just hold up here and let it play because both of these are so questionable. Coming up here to the 425s and then felling off on CYN. This is another test towards those highs. So at this point, my risk is super managed. Maybe like a $5 loss on either one of these trades. But yeah. I'm definitely going to let them play ball. 79's getting bought there a little bit. Really thought it could break that high there of the 220 or the 425 there. Just couldn't get it. And this one is also taking a long time on this 15-minute. I don't like this extension, so I'm gonna go ahead and put it at the 275 and just call it quits if it breaks that on BTT. Cause I mean, if it breaks that, oh well, I'd just be out. Be about just about break even on that trade. CYN continues to hold these 420s. Like this one. Go ahead and add to this one a little bit to see if it can go ahead and do this break. Bottom still 390. Oh, it looks like this one got over the 80s on BTTX. Wow, almost stopped me out. Then I guess it didn't want to. Okay. We'll see that come on up. Can CYN also give us a nice move upward? 390. Got 45 shares of this thing. If it breaks down, the 406 is where I need to be looking on this one for the 45 shares. So got my sellout right there. Looking for it to hold up if it's gonna hold up. This one, BTTX, becoming a grinder. Looking for it to break back over the previous body. This is the third time this thing has been in this level, and if this was to fail, I think it's gonna come on down. It's gonna come on down through there. Gotta hold up those 420s. So BTTX is the one that's continuing to rise for me, which is okay. That's the one that I sized into a little bit more. Was a little bit more confident over there than this. What looks like it's coming into a range here on this one. Be a little bit of a loss here. Come on, buddy. Get that top. The top is the 290s going up to the $3. Let's get that pump. There we go. Getting that pump up there. Right now my stop is above my break even, so if it does just come down and destroy, it's okay. But I do know that there was a lot of buying in here, so we'll see if they can chop up some of those shorts over the top. Tuesday. Okay. Okay, gotcha. CYN just holding that level again. Let's see if it can actually break and stop playing. Has a little bit of an uptrend here from this level right here, but that's an intraday uptrend, so it could be very, very weak. Seeing a little bit of selling coming off. I can't believe they're going to sell this thing back through all of these buyers. That's crazy. CYN getting on up there. So we'll just continue following this thing up. 406 is the bottom right now. Come on, buddy. Can you get a push as well? One of y'all, both of y'all would be dope. Plenty of volume on either side. BTTX. Can we get this $3 push out? Lot of volume driving it up to the threes. We'll see if FOMO buying comes in here at the 3. Chop up those shorts. Either way it goes, it'll be a break-even trade, or I'll take a good, nice little profit there. The top is the 297. Still waiting on CYN to make its mind up as well. Had all this green, and now it wants to play. $290s. So at this point, if this thing wants to be the explosion candle, 281 may be the spot for me to look to get out. If it does crash that way, at least I'll take some profit, but we'll see if this does want to be an exploding candle on the 15-minute. Got a top up here, the 297. Do you want to explode? There's the 294s, 295s. Can we get that $3 breach? On the hour chart, is coming up to this level of the 298. I don't know what it wants to do up here. 298. Okay, getting a little bit of pressure there, but it's okay. It's well away. It's working its way away from my entry, so I'm going to let it play and see if it can crack that 3. Volume picking up in here as well. HDSN, CYN, not looking great. I'm probably go ahead and cut that one. Losing out to the other one. Break of the 4, I'll go ahead and jump out of that one. $3.99 for 45 shares. Uh-oh, what happened? Am I tripping? Why can't I get out of this? $3.99 is where I want to get out. And I want to sell. Okay. Let's try $3.90. Oh, I already got stopped out of that trade. I'm tripping. Tripping hard. But we're going to let BTTX do its thing up here and see if it wants to continue to grind higher. Can we get crazy through the 3? And let me identify, let's see if we can identify the next level of resistance. 3. Gonna let it do its thing up here. Can we get some FOMO buying for this breakout? Big shares up here. 92s. Can we see the 94s, 95s? Get that push on through. Okay, coming on up to that top, but facing some resistance there. 298, where we want to get to. Maybe we'll see some consolidation up here or something, or not. A lot of green buying coming in there. Trying to short it down there. Will it get bought up here? CYN, man, being crazy. I don't like this one anymore. It's just going flat. Too much time here on these triple tops. If it does break, oh well. I'll just I don't care. I'm gonna run to the restroom real quick and I'll be right back. Like the way it's getting crazy towards this top. DSN. So nothing else really moving. Oh, I'm not late. I thought I was late. Okay. Okay. So at this point, I'm gonna just let that play out. I'll continue just watching everything. And right now, my entry price was the 73. My out is at the 275. So if it does just absolutely kill it to the downside, it'll just get me out at the bottom of this hour chart. But other than that, hopefully it just continues to be crazy to the upside. But I am about to get up and out of here. I lost 13 bucks. Realized is my net realized on those couple of losses that I took on the other trades. So 13 bucks isn't bad, especially with this one acting crazy. If I lock this one in now, it'd be 9 bucks. So it would eat into that. But I'm gonna let this play because I have literally no risk on this. And I'll just come back in the later on in the day and you know, kind of whatchamacallit, move my stop up or something. But I got to get out of here. I'm going to go and add to my account in other ways. You'll put a tighter stop for that. 275 though. Let's see. The body of this candle is 280. And we can see it kind of wicking already. Nah, man. If I get any tighter, this right now 75 to where it is now is like what, 15 cents? 15 cent stop is pretty tight. CYN may be a play later on, but I'm looking for CYN to come on down as well to like the 350 level, and I'll be really interested in it. Matter of fact, I put a trailing stop in here. Forget a regular stop. I put a trailing stop. That'll keep me from killing my profits. So we got 60 shares. Let's break it down into 15s, I guess. Let's see. 15. We'll stop a little bit at. We'll do a trailing stop of. Let's do a trailing stop of, and this is a $2 stock too. So how do we want to handle that? Because I just realized it's not gonna be something that really rips up to like $5 because it doesn't have the catalyst for that today. It just has a low float. So I'll break it down. What 15s? Let's see. What's 60? 60 divided by 4. Is that an even number? Odd number, whatever. 15. So I can do 4 exits. Okay, so 15. I'll stop. I do a trailing stop of, let's say, 20 cents for 15 of them. Okay, so that trailing stop is in there. Then we'll do a 25-cent trailing stop there. And then we'll do a 30-cent. And then we'll do a 35 cent. I ain't doing no 40 cent. I don't think it can move that much. 15 sell 35 cents. Okay. So that should be all 35 right, or all 60 right there. So we'll see if it wants to get up through these highs of the 296. If not, got our trailing stops down there, and I'm just going to be willing to let it play. But anyway, I need to get ready to get out of here. I'm gonna leave the stream going for a little bit so you guys can watch it, but I need to get ready. I need to actually put some clothes on and stop being naked. But yeah, we'll see what it wants to do through these highs. If it can start popping that 295-ish area. Actually, you know what? That's a stupid. I put my trailing stops below my. It needs to be even less than that, doesn't it? Cancel all of those. We'll do a 2 cent, 10 cent. 10 cent follow. 15 cent. 20 cent. So all of these are now above my my previous play. 25 cents or 30 cents, I mean, now on a sale. Okay, so now I think we're okay. So if it crashes down, it's got all these trailing stops riding right behind it. And then it's got this one 30-cent trailing stop for the last 15 shares. But we'll see if we can get a oh man, you see high volume coming in, it could indicate a reversal. Oh, or FOMO buying. See if we can go ahead and kick through that 3. We should see all these trailing stops move up if it can kick through that 3. I want to see it touch the 3 before I even think about selling it. Can we get that 3 touch? Can we see those 97s come in here? Oh, Follow it, trailing stops. You do your jobs. There's the touch of the three. So now all of them are above the whatchamacallit. Let's see how much you want to push. Got trailing stops right here at the 288. They're just following. Look at them jumping up there. Nice. So now everything will be green. Okay, okay. Let's see. I'm probably gonna take some off of this. Forget that. Let me see if we can get those 310s. Can we get the 310s up there? Yeah, I'm gonna end up selling these spikes under this 310. Let me see, 310 selling some there. Struggling at the 310s, selling on the top there. 40 shares left. All right, so I got 20 shares left, 15 shares left now. I'll put my stop right here at the 288. Selling that spike. Let's see if it gets even further than the 310s. It looks like it was slowing down. Stop at the 288 for those last 15 shares. 288. Actually, break of the three. 299. All right, so I got 299. If it breaks down to three, I'll be out. But if it can push away from the three, whatever. So yeah. But I gotta go and do this real quick. All right, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of this one. Um, Stopped right above the three. I just sell and be done for the day. Whatever. I got a good move out of it. All right, breaking down the three there. Threes, selling there. All right, so I'm all out of there. I am just going to go on throughout my day. Made a little bit back, but it wasn't just super crazy, whatever. But I gave it a try. Failed multiple times and then wanted to go. I just kept my losses small there. $5 losses, really. on this down market. Appreciate you guys for tuning in though. Remember to check out frameworkfortune.com. You can get into our Discord and we can we talk about everything investing in entrepreneurship. But yeah, that is it for me today. If you're going to continue trading, be careful. And as always, I will see you in the next one. Oh, yes, one life. Remember to hit that remember to hit the like button. And as always, I will see you in the next one. Peace.